So you're going to do 4 tests that your big 8th grader is going to teach you about. My name is Stephanie Finley. I'm the STEM teacher at Stewarts Creek Middle School, and we're here today at the Rocky Fork branch of Stewarts Creek. We're here testing the water quality. I brought my 8th grade STEM students as well as a 4th grade class from Stewarts Creek Elementary. Today we're teaching the kids about water quality. Actually, my 8th graders are leading this lesson, and we're teaching them about turbidity, pH, dissolved oxygen, and temperature, and what this means to the biodiversity at the creek. This is my 13th year teaching, but this is my first year teaching STEM. I've been a science teacher the other 12 years, but this is my first year teaching STEM, and this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, though. It just brings learning science to a whole new level. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and really we're obviously honing in on the science part of it, but we also studied water filtration systems in class to really bring in the technology and engineering side of things and mathematics side of things, and so they see how we can take water, filter it, and how we get it in our homes and things like that as well. My 8th graders have, first of all, they have them didn't realize there was a creek back here, and then they didn't understand the repercussions of having, if we don't have good water quality, what that means for them, what that means for the biodiversity in the area, but most importantly, I think they've learned how to be good stewards to the community. We've had a lot of help from Greg Upham at the town of Smyrna, and Bonnie Irvin. She's been gracious enough to supply us with the testing kits, which if not, we would have had to pay for those, and I don't know how we would have done that, but she has been gracious enough to donate those materials for us, and it's just a great way to get involved with our community, with the town of Smyrna and with Bonnie, and just for the kids to see a whole different side of learning.
I'm Bonnie Irvin, and I work for the county, Rutherford County. My title is Project W.E.T Coordinator, and Project W.E.T stands for Water Education for Teachers. That's what this is. And so you train the teachers, and the teachers take it to the children to learn all about water. Project W.E.T, the stormwater group, that would involve the stormwater coordinators from Laverne, Smyrna, Murfreesboro, and the county chipped in money, and the money is what provided the equipment. Miss Stephanie has taken a Project W.E.T course, so she has her curriculum book, and because of that, we can come and participate with her. We encourage other teachers to take the workshop. It's 6 hours, and then they go home with their curriculum book, and they've been trained. In Rutherford County, students that go to MTSU that are becoming teachers, they are exposed to Project W.E.T through their classes, their training classes at MTSU. And then I do workshops here in the county, and I would say I've trained 60, 70, 80 teachers so far.
Looking around, definitely there's signs of, we talked about erosion in the area. When we tested this creek before, pollution, this is actually a very clean creek. The one pollutant that we find that, if any, in this area is just sediment. And that's just really, a lot of it's from nature, the bank breaking down, from storms coming through, or just nature in general. But just to see things like the tree roots exposed to show evidence of erosion, you can see different cracks in the rocks, and just how all of that works. A lot of times students, especially after elementary school, kind of lose their love for science. None of them think they're scientists, but they all are. And I think this just helps to reinforce that they're all scientists, they can all help their community, they can all be good stewards. And science is just not in school. It's everywhere. It's nature. Students obviously like getting out of the classroom, but not because they're not in the STEM classroom, but I think they're, being in nature just brings a whole nother level to learning about science, and it also, too, leading this lesson helps them to become accountable as well. The data that we get from today, we will go back and compare to other parts of Stewart Creek to see what their water quality is. We usually use the data that we find on the Town of Smyrna stormwater website, and we'll compare that data to what we found here. And usually they take the data, we graph it, we compare it to other areas just to see what our water quality is here in our community. So in the future, I hope to make this area an outdoor classroom for all 3 schools on this campus, the high school, the middle school, and the elementary school, because this is a classroom that nobody even knows is here. And so just for the students to be able to use this and learn about nature and learn about science, you know, we're not doing this area justice if we don't use this.